Umeshika hiyo maneno? Huyo ni Mama Muthoni, yule daktari mkubwa wa pale hospitali, hata ni yake mwenyewe. Very good. I think anaitwa Muthoni huyo. And you are here to get transformed. Always underline that. You are not here to pass time. Ati masaa tu unaangalia masaa iishe na matime iishe na your age is also progressing. That is what you came here for. That's not what you came here for. You came here to be transformed. In the next 4 years, you're a better product. In which way? Of course, number one is good grades. Because I want to tell you, going to an institution of higher learning, even if you are just there doing nothing, you are better off than a person who never went there. So you must aim, of course, all of us here, to join universities. And we have the capacity. Because everyone here at Kenswed are people who already performed very well in their primary school. After you get good grades, always know that today's world, something called character is very important. Now, character is encompassing many things. As you aim good grades, aim to be a very well-polished person when it comes to emotional intelligence. Be a person who have well-grounded emotional intelligence. Be a person whose character is rhyming with today's economy. And you know, nowadays, there is nothing much to gain with being dishonest, for example. There is nothing much to gain by being mischievous. There is much more to gain with being a person who is responsible, who can be trusted, and a person, of course, ambaye akiwachiwa organization, watu hawana tubojoto. Become a person all-rounded in your character, in everything. And of course, all of us here, I asked one of your student leaders. She told me she wants to become a HR manager. And I was asking her, why a HR manager? HR managers report to CEOs. You're at Kenswed. Some of you have even boarded airplanes here, have gone out of the country. I know that. Some from Kiharo have already done that. Wewe mtu already anaenda na ndege ukiwa high school and you are aiming to become a HR manager. Yes, HR manager is a good title, but why not aim to become a CEO? Hapo kwa HR manager ikuwe ni kupitia ukipanda juu. Are you getting? I hope there is no one here who is aiming just to become a pilot. You should aim to become a pilot of your helicopter and to become a pilot of a fleet you own. And that is what you are learning here at Kenswed. Entrepreneurship is at the core of what you are learning. So become well-grounded, not just academically, in terms of character, in terms of temperament, in terms of emotional intelligence. Become all well-rounded. And lastly, on that front, it is never in your best interest to engage in, allow me to call them stupid things. Anyone here at Kenswed who would even imagine of engaging, for example, in substance abuse is a person who is not even fair to their parents. There are things that should never even come close to your mind. Ati kuoja hii, kuoja ile. I can tell you those things are just a highway to ruin. And you are not here for that. You are here for that not very well straight path, but very narrow path to success. That's what you are here for. And that is why you are chosen to come here. That's why you are few who are here. And that is why you have that opportunity. You, as you seated here. Now, your school curriculum has everything to do with entrepreneurship. I just want to rubber stamp that and reinforce that our economy, Kenya, the economy of Africa, will not be shaped by those of us who only come to institutions of learning with a single mind of being employed. Not many Kenyans have the opportunity to come to Kenswed. Not many Kenyans have the opportunity to go to university where you are going. Therefore, if you are part of the cream and you are going there to look for jobs, who will create jobs for all the others who don't have the opportunities that you have. Where will these jobs come from? Jobs cannot be grown like maize or mangoes. Jobs have to be created by people. If it is not you here who will create those jobs, then who is that person who is going to create a job for anyone? That at Kenswed, you already are trained to be an entrepreneur. But you are already now fashioning yourself on writing a CV. In fact, I would be happy if none of you here engage in any business of writing a CV. You will be in a business of writing business proposals and plans. Economies across the world, including the US, including Sweden, including China, those economies have now one of the highest per capita billionaires in the world. They didn't become billionaires by working in other people's farms. They became so, first of all, by creating their own companies, employing themselves first, creating opportunities for others, and in doing that, also impacting their own economies. And when you impact your own economy upwards, what then happens is that your own business also is catapulted upwards. Anyone doing business in Kenya, let's say manufacturing of paint, and anyone manufacturing paint in China, the one in China has customers with higher purchasing power than the one in Kenya. Because when the economy of China gets transformed, even your own business gets transformed. And therefore, I'm calling you here today, requesting that please don't go through the years at Kenswed with all the facilitation there is to shape you as an entrepreneur, for you to also join in into the many people who are looking for jobs. Be on the other side of the spectrum, people who are creating those opportunities for themselves and others. Last 2 points. One of you here asked me to kipanda hapa, what motivates you? One, like many of you here, you share our stories. Our first obligation when I was coming out of Gadukenya village was to run away from poverty with the highest possible speed. Run away from poverty with the highest possible speed. I am sure many of you here share that. That one of the great motivations you should have is that you can't come out of here and your institution of learning and you go back to the same kind of families we came from. We want to go back to better places. Not the madhouse, but a more comfortable house. We want to upgrade the lifestyles of ourselves and our parents and the people around us. So that's one motivation. That my father was a carpenter in Kiadutu slums in Thika. Nilikuwa natembelea my father. Nikiwa ndani ya nyumba, I could see everything that is happening outside. Na sio kioo ya nyumba. Ni ventilation, natural ventilations. Mianya ilikuwa kwa hiyo nyumba. So, that was one.